Papa is back. This is my return to my official research log. Today's going to be a shorter day, but I'm going to attempt to get some more narcotics made so that we are able to tame ourselves a dinosaur here. It's been a goal of mine for the last two or three um, the last two or three research sessions for sure, since I've got the house built, since I've rescued these bobs. These were refugees, fellow refugees I found on the beach, unconscious, in some sort of coma. They're still in coma. I don't think they've woken up. I don't think they've moved from where they've been sitting here. But I want to save them. I want to believe that they have a future too, and I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure these people live, because their story is as important as mine. We're all connected. This is all one big story of interconnection. Um, that isn't a miscreant pigeon. That's Pelagornis. It's peaceful. You can actually ride them, although they're not ideal tames to ride. But I need to apologize for my last log, part 5. There was a lot of ugliness on that. I had already built up around 17 narcotics that I was carrying and I was planning to use. What was that? That I was planning to use to finally tame my first dinosaur. Probably a parasaur, maybe a pteranodon. I wasn't sure yet, but along comes one of the miscreant pigeons, and just like that, snatches the narcotics from my very hands and destroys them. I was livid. I was extremely angry. I lost control for a little while there, and I got really ugly, really negative, and that's not who I want to be. That's not what I want to project. I don't want to project ugliness. A lot of what I have to do, a lot of what I have to survive, what I'm doing right now here, killing these animals, it's ugly. But it's necessary for survival. It's just a primitive truth, a primitive reality of what survival is. But me getting ugly, me getting filled with rage, and wishing essentially for the genocide of an entire species, I still do wish that. I'm not gonna lie, but as a researcher, I need to stay objective. And I need to be able to stay clear-headed. And I don't feel that I did that on my last log, and I truly am sorry. Again, that's not who I want to be. Just because this world is ugly, because survival is hard, doesn't give me the right to become part of that ugliness. So, this log essentially is, it's going to be a shorter one. I'm going to be getting a little meat to start here, and then I am going to get a few more narcotics made and call it a day at that. Researching, a lot of my time is spent indoors, hiding from various threats, trying to stay out of the sun, trying to stay hydrated, trying to stay up to date on my nutritional needs, and that's just what it is. And things like this are what make this experience, as brutal as it is, worth it. I mean, look at these little guys here; they are adorable. These turtles are adorable. I think that this is Mom right here, and seeing these guys is it brings joy to your heart. When you have to kill something like this guy here, it when you have to look at his dead, mangled corpse, and even just start dragging it around, it helps to know that life like this right here is still flourishing. That even though I'm taking from the circle, that circle is real, and I'm a part of it. And uh, by eating that meat from that fellow I just killed, he's gonna be a part of the circle, forever, forever. And though it's painful, it gives real meaning. It gives real sort of clarity and purpose. That makes you not lose hope. Let's say that. Let's think of it in those terms. This guy, again, it really is sad. This isn't. It's not what I want. But it's hard, It's getting harder for me even some days to keep my thoughts straight. Like I want these logs to be well narrated, to be clear and concise. But the stress really is getting to me to a degree that I don't like to admit. Again, I don't like that. This is ugly. It still sort of looks like he's smiling, and really internally I don't know what to do with that. But you do what you can do, and you keep moving forward. You keep doing what needs to be done. And you don't let up. Because those guys there, those miscreant pigeons, will not let up either. They'll swoop down and take the paltry 10 meat that I have. They'll just take it right from me, and I'm not going to go on and on and on about it. You guys have heard enough. Whoever's watching this, you've heard enough. But for me, it's real. Because right now I could be riding a tame dinosaur, but those pigeons wantonly and without thought took from me what was mine. And now I have to live with the consequences. I have to try and pick up the pieces of what happened. Already you can see my caloric needs. I'm hungry right now, You can look at my physique. I'm not Tiny Twinkie like my uncle used to call me before I got physically fit. I am starving right now, literally starving. Praying really that I have food when these guys wake up, because I drug these men off the beach they didn't have barely any clothes on, and I brought them into my home, and I gave them clothing. These bobs, these refugees, just like me, could have died laying out there without any hope, anyone to guide them. But I brought them here, and I do believe that they are going to awaken. I have a deep confidence and faith that we are going to meet each other someday soon. All right, that meat needs to cook, and I'm overheating right now. It's very hot right now. This is the heat of the day, and being next to a fire doesn't help. I saw some sort of dinosaur there. What is that? Oh, that is a that's an oviraptor. They luckily are not a threat. Again, I need to get up some berries right now. I need to harvest some berries so that I can make more narcotics and I can get a utility tame in my under my belt, because if I don't have something like a parasaur soon to ride and to help me harvest larger quantities of berries, I'm not going to be able to keep this up with my own bare hands for long. That's just a grim reality, truthfully. Truthfully. You see, out of all those berries I just harvested, I got 4 narcotic berries, which is what I need to make, you know, the quote-unquote illegal substances. I'm going to go across the water here. I don't think there's too many piranhas here. I'm going to hope there's not too many piranhas. That's not a piranha, thankfully. Coelacanths are peaceful. They are a good source of meat and protein, though. If you can't stomach killing, you know, beautiful fellows like that, they are a ready source of protein if, for whatever reason, killing fish is palatable to you, as opposed to any other thing that has meat. Now we're being approached by compies here. Again, these are dinosaurs. They're very small, but they have the ego of a Tyrannosaurus. I want you guys to get a better look at just how small these things are. You know, that's me. That's it right there. These things will attack a Tyrannosaurus. They'll attack you. They are not that intelligent. I don't know how their species proliferates like it does. Honestly, when you just you know, behave like a Skyrim bandit. But they're everywhere, and they are a ready source of meat, which I'm not complaining about. Again, I need to just keep getting these berries, keep getting them. Berries, 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 all day long. That's the name of the game. That's the name of my job right now, is berries, 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 berries. I'm not trying to be annoying. It just is what it is. I really hope that after that very soon. I'm torn right now whether or not it would be of more use to me alone currently, without any kind of help or assistance, to tame a parasaur first, which will be able to harvest berries at a faster rate than I can harvest them myself, or to go for a more dangerous tame, such as a Triceratops, but it's higher risk but higher reward, because if I successfully tame it, the amount of berries I get when using that tame will be way, way higher than a parasaur. So right now I'm torn as to which I should attempt first. And you can see the growth is so thick in these areas, so lush, that bird I just hunted, I can't even see it. Nature claims its own. Nature consumes voraciously and without stopping. Because if it doesn't, it wouldn't be nature. That's the name of the game. That's evolution. Evolution is nature. It is the circle. And just as people and societies evolve, animals do evolve too. It's a fact. I'm here to study that. You know, I'm sorry. I'm getting a little bit overheated. I'm getting it's starting to get to me, the heat. You could hear my heart beating there. It's not fun, not pretty. Fortitude is important. Keep your fortitude up, so that you can survive the extreme. So you can survive extremes in temperature. It is important. I'm sorry, little guy. I'm sorry, but I'm really sorry. I don't want to do this. Just would you just please die? I don't want this to be worse for you. All right. Sorry. I need food. I need clothing. I don't want to end up like whatever happened to these guys here. I don't want to end up like Brado. My house sitting here, completely empty. Completely emptied of life. Because the cycle and the experience of nature, it's about life. It's about living. It's okay. Piranhas, not good. When you get being attacked by piranhas, you want to swim as fast as you know how, as fast as you're able, because you can get killed quickly by them. Again, kill them for fish meat, but you see how large this animal is. It's quite massive compared to my size. I am rather impressed at myself that I was able to survive getting bitten by that thing. I mean, my leg is in a ton of pain right now. I'm bleeding. But I was victorious. And that thing will throw shit at you. So I'm getting the meat and I'm running. That bear thing. They're giant sloths. They are not friendly. They literally use their own feces as weapons. Okay, a raptor. This is bad. This is bad. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to make it through this. It's not an alpha. I think I'm gonna make it. All right, I'm gonna try my best here, guys. Please, oh please, fate smiled on me. Okay. That was a rush. That was a real rush. Okay. Because the last time I ran into one of those, I barely survived. Well, I practically died, to be honest. I was brought back from the very brink by the volunteer medical crews that are on these islands that, paradoxically, the medical care here is surprisingly good. There are countless volunteers that, like myself, that are trying to make these islands, stable, habitable, a place for people to live. And they'll do whatever they can to help someone in need. They brought me back from the very brink. In my GPS locator, as you can see right there, the one thing of value I was able to hide from the smugglers, allowed me to get back and build this home. That was a moment at which it seemed like all hope was lost in my journey. But the medical expertise and commitment of just the radical goodness of volunteer doctors brought me back. And as I said, those doctors are fascinating people because they serve everyone. They serve the highest, most despicable landlord, I can't even speak anymore after that experience. Oh my goodness. Warlord. And the marooned, useless even as far as these brutal societies are concerned, researcher. They'll serve and they'll give care to anyone. No questions asked. No charge. I am here because of them. They saved me from being mauled by raptors. and I'm forever in their debt. I believe that's another raptor. Where is it? Okay, I'm gonna just have to fight. I don't know if I'm gonna come through this or not. I really don't know if I'm gonna survive. I'm gonna do everything I can to survive. My heart is going 1,000 miles an hour right now. You know, the fact that I even have the prowess to almost to kill these things. Look at that. Do you think you could kill that? Do you think you could get bitten in the face by one of these and fight it like I'm doing right now? Do you think you could have beaten that animal, that kill chicken, and lived to tell us the story? That's a level 75. That is no simple feat. No simple feat. My heart is pumping right now. Truly. Yeah. Thousand miles an hour. 1,000 miles an hour. That should be my motto. Live fast. Live strong. I just defeated, not with nothing but a primitive spear, I defeated myself, a level 75 kill chicken. I don't know which of you could have done that. I am suspicious that none of you could have done that. I know that other survivalists may watch this someday, and you may feel that maybe you've killed a T-Rex before. I don't know. Maybe you're Superman, but that took every bit of me right there. That took all of what I had in me, my strength, my physicality. I'm at a loss for words. And I triumphed beautifully. I sang the song of heroes and prevailed. And I'm here, singing that song still. Again, I am on a quest. Not a quest, but I need meat. I need protein. And I'm doing what I have to do to get it. I don't like it. It's rough, it's grim, it's visceral. But it's what has to be done. Again, when you fight these guys, you want to do every attempt not to get hit by their poisonous spit. It's not easy. At all. These little guys, they're peaceful. I need the meat. And as you can see, my spears are already essentially, they're all in disrepair. Which means I need flint. Whack some rocks. Always whack a rock. You know, standing here in the rain, You don't have time to think the things you normally think, you know. Be the person you want to be or think you are. Sitting here in the rain, in the muck, with blood and guts from creatures you've had to dominate. It's a nasty business, but it's something you gotta do. You're trying to survive with everything you got, your whole, your whole being, your whole self. I just pray that most of anyone watching this, unless it's, you know, you feel a calling, that this isn't what ever have to experience, ever. This rain, look at this ground is wet. These plants are wet. Everything right now is soaked, and I've got to keep on going. I've got to keep doing what I can do to harvest berries. I need narcotics. I need to hope the miscreant pigeons don't see me. I need to hope my neighbors, whenever we meet them, aren't going to be vicious and cruel. You know, that's something that I have to hope for. I don't want to unravel. I don't want my mind to become rabid and unhinged like so many that you would find here. You know, I'm a man. I'm a person. I'm not an animal. A rabid mind is worse than a vicious animal, because a rabid mind cannot see itself. It's all about the forward momentum. Taking the reins, living the life, dreaming the dream, and knowing that it's possible. Before I get off, before I go and seek solace in sleep, I'm going to do a shot in the dark, a Hail Mary, to try and contact anyone in this area, anyone on this island. Hi. I hope, I think we'll say that. Hi, I hope everyone is well. Is well. I hope your meat is juicy. I'm just shooting in the dark here. I don't even know what I'm saying really, but maybe someone would hear me, will understand. Thanks. I hope everyone is well. I hope your meat is juicy. Thanks. We can see if any responses come along. If any of our neighbors pipe up, because I need to meet them. I want to get to know them. It's my dream. It's my dream. Waiting for meat to spoil, paradoxically. You need spoiled meat to make narcotics in the first place. Narcotics are drugs. Big deal. Drugs are what knock dinosaurs out. Knocks out people too. But you do what you gotta do. I think what I can do here that will really have an impact is get more narcotic berries and get more meat, because more meat is going to equal more narcotics. You know, the survival experience, you know, a lot of people think that watching something like this is going to be exciting and glamorous. But the glamorous moments are the cherry on top. They're the diamonds in the rough. Among a lot of tedium, a lot of repetition, and part of being a successful survivalist is being able to face that tedium and move through it, move past it, stay with it, stay focused. People talk about the man of singular focus, and that's a man that I want to be. And I can do it. I mean, you've seen me do it. I mean, you saw me kill a very strong kill chicken. I did it. I took it out. I had a rock, a pointy rock, a sharpened rock on the end of a stick, and I killed one of the most vicious apex predators that has ever existed. What do you think about? I mean, I think that is incredible. Incredible. You gotta use the energy, you know, the power of your victories. You gotta use that as fuel to keeping on, to move, forward. If you lose that, you lose you lose your ability to focus and prevail. You know, what I do is 10 parts motivation and many parts will. You know, chasing something while stabbing it, it's not easy. It's a hard task. But doing it when you're like me, when you're completely at the mercy of nature, is a feat worth being proud of. Repetition. Life and repetition. Again, as we've found out already, Monolith is likely an alpha, a warlord community. perhaps the top dog on this server. It is difficult to say, but that's what the evidence we found so far points towards. Now, a lot of the structures we've come across, a lot of the industrialized remnants were put there by Monolith. Does this mean that they're still top dog? We don't know for sure. You don't want to fall down that. That's a big drop. You want to finesse it carefully, step by step, and don't hurt yourself. Weight management is major. If you have too much weight, you're never going to be able to carry it all. Do what you gotta do. Hey, I've got an idea. Let's try talking to the neighbors again. Is pineapple on pizza an abomination? Is pineapple on pizza an abomination? I mean, that's a good icebreaker. There's a lot of very thick ice here. And we gotta break it. Sometimes that's just talking about the mundane, silly stuff, really. Again, I think this is one of the dinos I'm going to tame first. Again, meat is everything. If you don't have meat, you don't have life. Look at that, spoiled meat. This is the key ingredient. This is what is needed. to move us forward. These narcotics are the seeds of our future, of my future, of the future of anyone that sees this and takes an interest. Alright, I am, again, having these single rather than a stack will allow it to all spoil quicker, more efficiently, and we'll have more spoiled meat to use in making narcotics. But for now, I think it'll be better as I'm sleeping to leave them in a pile to let it slowly spoil, because even whatever spoils, that in turn spoils, and if I let it all go single, it's gonna happen too quick, too fast. So we're just gonna put these in the chest. We're going to take that last bit there and turn it into narcotics, because narcotics do not spoil. It's one of their virtues. Alright. I am very sleepy. I'm going to go to sleep and get rest. I'll be back with more logs, research logs, very soon. I believe the next one we are going to have what we need. Very close to getting our very first tame. And that's going to be big. That's going to be it's going to be huge. The bobs might wake up. You can see them there. They're in some sort of very deep coma, very deep stupor. I don't. They're still breathing. They're alive. I don't know when they're going to be back, when they're going to wake up. But I've got hope, and I'm holding out hope for them, not just for myself. For anyone I meet, I don't care how many naked bobs I have to drag into my home, how many of them I have to clothe. I'm here for everyone. The simplest to the greatest, to the most adept to the most inept. I want everyone to know the power of science, to know the love of individuality. Pop out.